Have you found something to write with? Yes. Write with the feather, please? Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, let me start this off by saying I love the game OneShot. This game I haven't beaten yet, but it is super charming and I really enjoy a lot of the gameplay mechanics. It's very clever and unique in the way that you progress throughout this game, but there's been a reason that I haven't been uploading more videos about it on the channel. The reason for that is that one of my video recordings that I had got corrupted, so you missed a small part of it. And even though I didn't get a lot of progress done on that part, I still felt like it would be shameful to continue the series simply because I missed that small segment. But I decided to swallow my pride right now, and I'm gonna show basically what you missed. It's really only like 3 minutes worth of footage, but it took me forever to solve a lot of this stuff and get through it. So once you see all this, you'll be all caught up and we can continue the series, I guess. It's been almost a full year since I've played this game, so I might have forgotten a few things, so if I forget some of the characters, apologies. Anyways, I think we should start exactly where we left off before this bug actually became an issue. We were looking for another thing to go with the feather in order to create a pen. That much we already knew, simply because pens are usually used as writing utensils. At least they were back then, and this place, despite its robots, seems to have a less modern age, so it only made sense that a pen would be made with a feather. Anyways, I knew that there was a sheep puzzle that we still needed to solve from earlier. At least I think I did. It might have actually been that I just figured it out the moment I talked to this guy, since we didn't actually explore it when I first met him. Anyways, after we complete this puzzle, and he gives us some wool. This wool can be used to trade with that trader lady to the right of him, which is actually the person we gave that funny southern accent. I still really enjoy it, but once we do that, they give us this jar of dye, which I thought was ink, but it doesn't really matter. We can use that jar of ink with that feather to create a pen, which we can use to finally write our name. All is well, and we're gonna pass the robot in order to progress to the next level, when Niko actually reminds me that we forgot something. Just some small, minor detail, which is that we forgot the sun. So we went back to go get that, and when we arrived, the tree lady was gone. Maze is nowhere to be found, and all that we find with them is the light bulb and the seed. At first Niko panics because they thought the light wasn't going to work, but touching it seemed to relight it, so all good in that matter. I end up taking the seed with me because I feel like that's kind of important. Who knows? Maybe it's like Pikmin where we can just regrow her. And with that, we finally make our way towards the end of the glen, as we've already talked with everyone here and we're able to progress. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe this red place is called the Refuge. And anyways, inside this place, I meet this old homeless man, I think. Actually, I don't actually think he's homeless, nor do I think he's old, but he definitely dresses like he's an old homeless man. Anyways, he tries kicking an elevator because it's not working, and that doesn't really help things. So it looks like it's up to Niko to try and find the solution. I think I robbed someone of like some fridge magnets at some point, and I go to this diner that seems to only serve coffee, I think. And with that, I take some of their trash because they just left some coffee beans in a can on the side of the floor. After we steal the can of beans, we decide to break into some people's house to commit B&Es. We actually end up having a good time with this Roomba, which we ride around for a little bit too long before we decide to leave. And we try to break into someone else's house, but they have a killer robot as their security system, so we decide to book it before it's too late. But yeah, other than that, we didn't really make much progress in this area. We kind of just walked around for like half an hour trying to find stuff, not really understanding what we're supposed to do with any of it. And with that, we continue the series.